see. Look what see the dog.
That nigga got a fucking kaiju.
Look, Godzilla on them kaiju. Twerk, baby, twerk, Harlem kaiju. Work it, girl, work.
This is a Harlem kaiju. No.
All right, before we get started,
Oh, he was so drunk. Dude, he was wasted. I was shocked actually, because I feel like I was drinking more than him, and he was gone.
no,
Yeah, I was
did you have an entire bottle of Ciroc to yourself?
I had a whole lot of not whiskey, vodka. A
Yeah, I had
ton
a
of
lot.
it, like a ton of vodka. Like I don't even know how I made back to the hotel amount of vodka.
Yeah, that shit was fun, man. That was fun. I can't wait till next year. It's gonna be my first. Can't wait till MegaCon. It's gonna be my first MegaCon too.
Oh, it's a good time.
All right, so before we get started, I just want to give you guys a little snippet of what you're going to be dealing with if you choose, for whatever reason, that you're not getting paid to do so, to embark on the journey that is Ironheart.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh
No.
We go first thing in the morning.
Yes!
No.
Come on, best friend. Go, best friend. Let's go, best friend. I go, best friend. Let's go, best. Come on, go, best friend. Let's go, best friend. Hey.
Now will you up?
Get that shit off the screen. Fuck. I'm having PTSD flashbacks right now.
I don't think they heard. I don't think they heard it. They said the
No, I
sound
think they
wasn't
heard
working.
it. I think they heard it. I
Let's
think
play
they
it
heard
again.
it.
I don't think they heard it.
I didn't see anybody in the comments saying that, they didn't hear it. No, they heard it. You know what? I got one. I'll give y'all a snippet. I'll give y'all a snippet from my I'll give y'all a snippet from my video. This is a spoiler, by the way, for episode 3. Not like y'all give a fuck. But here's a spoiler.
They said they didn't hear it. Look, they said
they heard it. No, y'all shut up. No, I'm not listening to you guys. This is a spoiler. I haven't even checked the comments, by the way. I probably pissed some people off. But yeah, listen to this shit. We get a discovery about who Joe actually is, and my God, I rolled my eyes so hard that they almost fell out of my fucking skull.
Obadiah.
I'm Ezekiel Stain.
As in Obadiah Stane, COO of Stark Industries, BFF to Howard Stark, mentor to Tony Stark. Well, how convenient.
Can we please wait 1 second? Listen to the course of events that is fucking happening right now. So you're telling me a person that just so happens to make an Iron Man suit, so happens to get expelled from the college that she's from, and so happens to go back to her hometown, which so happens to have this criminal mastermind gang that is so happily looking for a replacement, who so happily the replacement that she's replacing so happily is connected to a character who is connected to the character that our main character is basing their whole hero identity of.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
Look at it, no, dog. This show, I hate it. I hate this show with a fucking passion. It burns my soul just thinking about it.
We ain't done.
Share mine. Share mine.
Wait. I want to see steps. What is this? What is this? Oh no.
Bruh.
Oh my God.
Get this shit off my screen. Bruh. Dog. Oh God.
Bro.
You could convince the board to extend my grant just one
Are you gonna
more
play
year.
the whole
If I
clip?
could just get my idea.
No. It's not supposed to be the whole clip.
Because
Nah,
I know exactly.
Yeah,
I know exactly what
I
you
wanted
want
to play.
And a bunch of guys I have to pretend to like.
Hold on, no. See, you threw me off.
Due respect, Dean Joy.
Here we go.
What do I get out of matriculation? Some job in Palo Alto with a tiny window and a bunch of guys I have to pretend to like? I want to build something undeniable. I want real life scientific epiphanies. You want me to do homework? I have to explain to my professors. You want me to be small. But I refuse. Riri.
Hold on, wait. Let it play. Let it finish. Let it finish.
Okay.
Let it finish.
That's a hot pile of garbage. Trash, and you know it.
I love
Who's
this
your actor
character.
this
That's
song?
my favorite character in the show. Hold on. Let's clap it up for the dean. Let's clap it up for the dean. She handled that bitch so well. That she said exactly what I wanted to say. You got a full ride to MIT. You've been there for over 4 years.
They gave you $80 million, bitch.
Okay, hold on. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. Let's finally talk about this show. I've been ranting about this show for over 4 days now, making videos, and it's been pain rewatching these episodes. Even though there is one clip that I absolutely love, and it's in the first one when she's like, cash, money. That's all she cares about. That's all Riri cares about. Cash, notoriety, and people respecting her. And the show, I thought about it. The show already doesn't make any sense on the pure basis of who Riri Williams is as a character, right? So if you are this smart, genius person that everyone is saying that you are, and you're trying to make an iron suit the way that you want to, why are you broke? In Wakanda Forever, you made a device that detected vibranium.
Despite having no vibranium.
With no vibranium to detect. That is something that the world would be just eager to have you. There is no way that no company, no country, no 3-letter organization, nobody wouldn't hire you.
And let's just assume that the world, let's just assume that the world is as racist as we think they are, and they're like, fuck that. We're not paying no little monkey girl to make a vibranium machine for us. Let's just steal it from her like we steal everything else. Let's just assume that's the case. Then why is this bitch free? Yeah, we went after her one time. Oh shit, she with the Wakandas. We can't fuck with her. Oh, she back in the States? Let's go get her ass. No, let's let her chill. Let's let her chill at MIT as we fund her $80 million to make an Iron Man suit that we can't make.
Wait. No, it gets worse. I just thought about it. Why is this bitch not in jail? You remember all the people she killed in Wakanda Forever, all those cops?
Did she really? I've never seen that movie.
Shit, hold on. I got the clip on my PC.
All right.
I sure do.
Fuck all that. How the fuck she talking about she's the only person that can make an Iron Man suit when the Wakandas literally made Captain Black Falcon suit, and they had some fake ass Iron Man suits in Wakanda Forever? The fuck are we talking about?
Oh my god, dude! This character, everything about this character falls apart. Just thinking about it.
Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. What's up, Drunk 3PO? I see you, my boy.
What's up, Drunk 3PO? Who we still need to get on the channel.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I'm about to say something.
Go.
I'm about to say something, and I want y'all to know that I will happily take on all of the labels for you, for me to be able to say this, because I know y'all are thinking it. Misogynist, I'll take that. Sexist, I'll take that. Coon, I'll take it. Black woman hater, I don't know about that, but I'll take it. 90% of the women in Hollywood belong nowhere near fucking around a fucking writer's room, because this shit is a self-fulfilling prophecy. This show, this character reeks of not understanding the hero's journey at all. Bitch, you're responsible for the deaths of no less than 2 niggas in this fucking show. Not because she wants to become a better person or save people or any of that shit, because this bitch wants respect and notoriety. Bitch, you're flying an Iron Man suit through the hood. What more respect do you need? She wants to make an Iron Man suit not so she can protect people, so she can fucking fly it through Chicago like a goddamn Ferrari. She gets kicked out of MIT for stealing and plagiarism. How does she follow that up? More stealing, more plagiarism. She adds extortion to it, blackmail to it, assault with a deadly weapon, and murder.
Yep.
No, hold on.
And niggas in the comments trying to convince you, oh, you're supposed to not like her, and then she gets better. How do you get better from that?
How do you come back from murder?
You don't come back from that. You go to jail. And then in 20 years, maybe you can convince me that she learned some lesson in jail. But no, Tony Stark was an arms dealer, not a fucking criminal. He saw that with his legacy was the deaths of millions of people and said, I want no part of that. But he didn't send the fucking missiles himself. He just made them.
Mm-hmm. And once he realized what they were doing with him, what his partner was doing with them, he changed. He stopped doing it, and he destroyed all of the missiles that the evil guys had.
Exactly.
He destroyed it all. So
Literally
he tried to make things right. When they tried to take his Iron Man suit away from him, he said no, because it's dangerous in the hands of other people. Right?
Literally almost bankrupted his entire fucking company, trying to do the right thing because it was the right thing to do.
What is she sacrificing?
Yo, no. Wait, I just
sacrificing nothing. In fact, she's actually her reaction to her teacher saying like, "You want to make me small? You want to make me?" It's actually in her point of. I can see how she would have that point of view because she's a genius. So she's basically been handed things. Right? They've tailored her entire schooling, her entire schedule to her because of how much of a genius she is. Now they keep telling us she's a genius. I haven't seen any genius things that she's been doing, but okay. Yeah, because all of her decisions have been terrible. They don't come from they've come from a very not a smart part of her brain, but a very selfish part of her brain. Like that.
This
that's
is
it.
a villain.
Her only investment is in herself. She says that she wants to make these suits because it could help first responders or whatever. But then when she's alone with her friend, she tells them the real reason. It's because people are obsessed with them. People would respect me.
You know what you forgot?
That is her real reason. It's a very selfish reason. She wants that notoriety and she wants to get it fast tracked. She doesn't want to do the work. She doesn't want to put in any work. That's why she keeps mentioning Tony Stark and how lucky he was because he had billions and billions of dollars. She's more of like, she's envious of Tony Stark rather than looking up to him and seeing like living up or seeing that he could be somebody to look up to. No, she's envious of the money, not anything that he has built or done. Just the money that he has, because she doesn't have that money. And the reason they have to frame it that way, that she's like, oh, she's broke, is because they need to victimize her right away, right? If they victimize her and paint her as like, oh, she's broke, poor girl, then everything else that she does within the show is justified. Why? Well, because she's broke. She wants to do all these good things, but she can't. She has no other choice but to go down this criminal path. That is her only choice.
Which doesn't work because they don't paint her as trying to be a morally good person. Mm-hmm. Because in the very first episode, she clearly states before she's even confronted. I forgot to put this in a fucking video, by the way. I thought about it the next day after. Before she's confronted by Parker to join the gang of bisexual misfits and commit crimes, she tells the dude in the warehouse that her plan is to get hired by a company that is so rich that they won't notice that she's stealing from them.
Yeah.
That is verbatim what she said.
Damn,
this is
I must have missed that part. I thought,
when they went to the warehouse.
Unless I misinterpreted what she said.
She doesn't say steal, though. She says finesse.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. She said finesse. I'm sorry.
I thought that what she said was that she wanted to open a lab so big that they don't even notice that she's what she's doing down there.
She wants to work for a company. She said that in the warehouse. That was the day after when she was talking about Dubai and all that other shit. That was the day after she said that shit, and I was like, "What? You're telling me this is our hero?" Like every single thing that Riri does throughout this entire show, like X the black woman shit. Okay, her being a knockoff black woman Iron Man, that's bad in its own right. Just her as a character, she is terrible. She is not a morally good person because you can't sit here and tell me that she wants to do the right thing and she regrets being a criminal and all these other things. And then in the very next scene, have this bitch having a money shower on top of her. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't I hate episode 3 the most because it's like the most contradictory shit I've ever seen. Like you can't have her pretend to care about a certain character who I'm not going to spoil, but they called this bitch Clown. The character's name is literally fucking Clown, right? Yeah. So she cares about this character, but later on in the episode, she's so selfish that she puts her own ambitions in front of the safety of all the people on her team committing this crime. You can't tell me, you can't set up in the beginning that she cares, and then later on in the episode show me that she doesn't give a shit.
And that's why I say, because a lot of people,
though, she's never. They set that up from the very beginning. She is a selfish person who puts herself first. That what matters are her own self-interests. That's it. That is it. So it's not out of character for her to do that because she's
I want people to understand, because they're going to try to draw the parallels back to Tony Stark. No, Stark off the rip started realizing what he and don't get it twisted. He's always been a selfish nigga. Don't like his disposition is who he is, but he tries to fight against. He's always trying to right his wrongs, which how he came up with Ultron. You know what I'm saying? That's how that's Ultron is literally a reflection of him fighting himself every fucking day. This girl herself is literally a villain.
Yes, she's a villain.
There is no you don't. She's responsible for two bodies, what you just alluded to. For people that, because I'm sure y'all don't care about the spoilers. Y'all niggas not going to watch fucking Ironheart. Let's be fucking for real.
All right, just watch our videos on it instead.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Grifting ass nigga.
Oh God,
yeah, I agree with you.
In episode 3, and I know we getting ahead of ourselves because we didn't even explain what's happening. In episode 3, her and the fucking bisexual misfits, I love that name, they go on a fucking heist to rob a nigga who literally just wants to grow plants. Okay, he just wants to grow plants, but apparently all of the billionaires ain't shit niggas in this. Okay, fine. So he's confronted by Parker. They are literally told not to bring anything metal in this facility because they have a system that detects foreign objects, and it's a security system. She sneaks in a fucking metal laser because she wants to sneak in and cut a piece of Parker's cloth. Some shit she could have done at the fucking meetup. Instead of on a fucking heist.
Like, no, you want to know what's worse? She could have did it after the heist.
She could have done it after the heist.
After they successfully do the heist, he goes to sleep drunk.
This fucking alleged genius decided to sneak a foreign object in there anyway. And when she sneaks in and try to cut it while Parker is talking to the fucking billionaire, the fucking security machine is telling her, and her AI is telling her, "Hey, bitch, you fucking up," because I
can't wait to talk about the AI.
It's detecting the foreign object. She's like, "Just wait, just one more second," and the fucking alarm goes off, and all of the fucking rooms that the other members are in, it closes the doors and start pouring in carbon monoxide. So not only did you get John, you got him killed, but because that went off, Parker wound up killing the billionaire nigga.
And so, not just the billionaire, the security guards as well.
That's okay. That's okay. This whole fucking thing is for Gen Z. And what is Gen Z? Oh, eat the rich. They don't matter. They're billionaires. That's why she hates Tony Stark.
I'm sorry. What that dude say? Toot toot.
Toot
toot. Fuck. Oh shit.
Before we
hold on. We just got a motherfucking rat boy. Yo, shout out to DJ with the $100 super chat. Let's go. Oh my God. Interrupting our flow. Just to say Kata is okay, Steph is okay, but Atreus keeps wearing that cowboy hat. He still doesn't know who Bill Pickett is. Atreus is literally low-hanging fruit.
I do know who Bill Pickett is. I specifically went and looked it up just for you because I knew one day you'd come back with these accusations. But thank you.
Damn, was that Thunder?
Yeah.
God damn. Yo, shout out Smash JT or Crash Out JT in the chat.
Whee!
Or as Jew JT or whatever they say. He's all kind of different names now. What's up? I seen all you guys coming into the chat, man, hanging out. We got some big names in the chat. As soon as Steph shows up, all the big names want to come rolling through the chat. That's crazy. Absolutely insane. But shout out to all you guys, man.
We got it, man. So okay.
Now let's get back to this dumb bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay? Let's start at the beginning. Okay.
Yep,
and let's start at the beginning because it falls apart at the very beginning. Because remember, they keep telling us that she is a genius and she's so smart and all these other things. If you were a genius, how are you broke? If you're able to create all these things for everybody else, you should be getting paid.
Fuck that. She gets kicked out of MIT for stealing and plagiarism. She follows that up by stealing the suit that she made in their laboratory and flies to Chicago.
No, wait, you're missing the best part about that. Our genius, right? Our genius character is stealing a suit from MIT that has an AI connected to the school network because she needs to put her school ID into it. And her first fucking thought is maybe I should hack this suit before I leave so that this school doesn't kick me out of my suit. Nah, she just fucking takes off and just nah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But she's a genius, everybody. She's a genius individual.
And she gets like, what? What do you mean? Oh no! When the suit turns off.
Oh, what do you know? What'd she say? What? No, this isn't fair, bitch. Are you serious? Oh my god, DJ just came in.
Her reaction too when they tell her she's expelled is like, oh, what do you mean I'm expelled?
DJ came in with a 50, saying, "Who is Bill Pickett?" The Atreus.
He was a black cowboy from like eons ago. I get it. He actually has another name. It was another name that was associated with him. But yeah, he was a black cowboy. Like he wasn't the first black. I don't know if it was the first black cowboy. It was something. I looked it up, nigga, some time ago after you accused me of the same thing. It's a Negro cowboy. So
shout out DJ for that 50, man. Yo, we appreciate you, my boy. Thank you. You know what?
No. Black girl magic. Drunk 3PO, your gifts do matter. It's just that when people drop in a 20 or above, like we normally take in the super chats.
Isn't that 25?
When he says it. Damn, step. Like
when I saw it, I was thinking $5 super chat. And
wow, you know what? You smart. You a smart one right there.
You something. Sorry about that, drunk TPO.
Yeah. Like, so technically, that is a milk cannon. Technically,
it's just a membership.
Members. But shout out to drunk 3PO.
Hey yo, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure there's been plenty of times when people gifted 5.
I know. That's all I'm thinking about right now. I'm just trying to speak.
Hey, we black. That's my excuse.
That's a lot of. Hey, you're asking me to do math right now, and I can't do it. Hey, but thank you. We got 5 new members of the Blackstreet Mafia. Drunk. Hey, when he said that, I guess my supers or my gifts don't matter. I could just picture him saying that. He's probably so sad. God dang, man, acknowledge my gifts. Hey, you know what? Shout out Drunk 3PO, man. But unfortunately, because of Drunk 3PO, not only do we have 5 new members of the Blackstreet Mafia.
Toxin, Twin Towers.
What?
You were cool like Condoleezza Rice. You were cool, can't forget about Kanye. Cool.
And then we got another 5 gifted from Dragon Master Zero. Another 5. Which means we got 5 new members of the Blackstreet Mafia. We also got 5 new codes.
You were cool like Condoleezza Rice. You were cool, can't forget about Kanye. Cool.
I should probably hit this super chat. What? Oh, he dropped another. Damn, DJ just dropped another $100 banger. Wow. Yo, shout out to DJ with that 100. Bro, we are past tier 3, man. We are past tier 3. Damn, nigga, it's just Thunder, man.
God got gas or something. This nigga's tripping. this nigga.
DJ came in with another $100 banger. God damn, my boy. Thank you for that. Shit. Oh, did we hit the go? Oh, we're 1 away. We're one away from the goal of
Nah, nigga,
5.
we done met it. We done met it. Fuck that.
No, we one away from 5 oranges or higher, and then you get to pick the game that Atreus plays tomorrow on stream.
Is that another
But
shot then?
But
yeah, I'm out of alcohol though.
Oh, I'll do it.
I'll get a glass of wine. But DJ says he invented bulldogging. Atreus can't wrestle himself out of a paper bag. Also, Drunk 3PO looks like a Mongo.
First of all, I'm gonna push back on that. While I never got on the wrestling team because I was a football guy and that's all I was focused on. We used to wrestle at the fucking pool to see who can get thrown in. Nigga, I'm undefeated. No nigga could ever throw me in the fucking pool.
Oh,
ever.
So you were grabbing niggas while y'all was wet, huh? You proud of that?
Let's get back to Ironheart, man. So okay.
Oh god, the super chats are piling up, man.
By
Thank
the
you
way-
guys for all the love. You know what? I should probably call this one out because it came in before all that. Shout out to the Grateful Gamer for the 2 saying just realizing Frozone was Afrozone in the drafts.
Nah,
Was
for
he
real.
really?
For real.
No way.
They should have did it. I would
That would have been funny.
But
funny.
okay.
I'm
But
gonna get a glass of wine.
I can't wait for Kata's Fantastic Four review. I'm gonna be the first person in the comment section. to
You
be
know
like,
what?
Frozone!
For you, Steph, I'm gonna make sure that I wear a white do-rag as well when I do it.
Frozone.
I'll be right back.
oh my fucking god.
Whoa.
Oh my fucking god. This nigga DJ just dropped another $100. Who are you?
Hold on. I'm gonna take this first shot without Kata. Oh my
DJ with the $100 super chat. He says Atreus is pretty gay. Punish him by making him play a game that's really stupid. Thank you for that. I'm
yes,
pretty
sir.
sure.
We hit the goal. Shout out DJ, my boy. God, hey man, what are you, a drug dealer or something? God damn, that's a lot of Red Boys. Yo, I'm getting pissed off though. Hold on. Yo, shout out DJ. Oh shit. Hey Zora. Hey. You got a little dog?
Okay.
Hey.
Before we move forward, Steph,
H-chat.
we normally go 3 hours, but I got a feeling that this Ironheart is gonna take me over that 3 hours. So I just want to, if you have to go in 15, please just let me know, because nigga, this rant finna be something serious.
All
right. So
Hold on. Before we go, did y'all see that? She scared the shit out of me. I didn't even hear them come in the house.
no, you had the camera off, nigga. How the fuck
Oh, my fucking daughter walked in and I didn't even know she was here. That scared me. I can't get this glass of wine open, but we're gonna get to it. Yo, shout out to all the love that y'all are showing right now, man. God dang, dude. We trying to roast Ironheart.
Right. Okay. So, of course, she gets kicked out. She takes the suit. She flies back to Chicago, and what happens is these bisexual misfits, they're running a heist, and one of the niggas that they hired, Rampage, he's not as good as he claimed he was. Okay, he had a job, he failed his job, and they decide they want to replace him. So as they're talking about replacing him, Riri Williams flies over their head, and Parker sees her and decides, I just found my new recruit. So she goes.
What a coincidence, huh?
Yeah, crazy
Happens to just fly over as they're wondering, who are they going to find so quick? That's good at hardware.
Right. So I mean, I like her mom.
Writing.
I like her mom. Her mom is a pretty decent character. I think she's really disrespectful and really unappreciative of her mom. But you know, I don't think it's worth talking about because her mom hasn't done anything. Well, no, she has done something significant, which we're going to get to.
Really quickly, when you're introduced to the mom, the first thing that you hear the women around her say that many children act out. I feel like they're very subtly hinting to the audience that Riri is she's a victim, but she's only a child as well. So
Yeah, and
none
they
of the
also
decisions,
drop in the exposition about her backstory as well.
yeah, none of the decisions she's making, they're taking away all of accountability for her. That's what they're trying to do very subtly. They think it's clever, but it's not. They're trying to paint her as, oh, she's just a kid. She doesn't know what she's doing. The girl is 19 years old. She's a grown adult. She knows what but on top of that, they keep telling us that, she's a genius as well. So she should be smarter than the average 19-year-old. But they're trying to take away all of that accountability. That's why they keep framing it as, oh, she's just a victim, or she's just a child. A lot of children act out after a traumatic event. It's like, well, she's not a child though. She's not.
Not only that, it doesn't even matter because she's been on her own since she was 15 years old. So all that she's a child shit, nah, gang.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch she's been in Boston since she was 15. Okay, living on campus. She's been to Wakanda.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's flying from Boston to Chicago by herself. I don't want to hear that she's a child shit. If she's a child, then why when old boy came to her house, asked if she wanted to get out, you let her leave right away? That don't sound like a child to me.
Yeah, well, they're trying to paint her as a child to take away all of the accountability from her.
Right.
That's why they're doing it.
Right.
Like, oh, she's just a kid. She's making all the wrong mistakes. Normal kids do that. No, she's not a normal kid though.
Right.
But they're doing that and they're framing her that way in order to take away all of that accountability, in order to write off all of the bad decisions that she is currently making.
Right. So there's this guy in her life. Her best friend died. Okay. Spoiler alert. She died in a fucking drive-by.
Yep.
Her and her stepdad. How fucking
her stepdad.
We're in Chirac, and she died via drive-by. Whatever.
It wasn't even her real dad, too. It was her stepdad.
Stepdad and her best friend died at the same time in a drive-by. Okay. But her best friend had an older brother. Now, maybe y'all, I don't know. Bro looks no less than 35 to me.
I know. He looks so old.
She's 19. I don't mind age gap dating at all. But if I know that the people who make this stuff, they do. If I seen this guy out with him, I would assume this is his little sister.
Mm-hmm.
Shit looks a little bit inappropriate to me. It's obvious that there's something a little there.
He's got a thing for her. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she has a thing for him though. She has her mind is on one thing.
Money.
And that's building this Iron Man suit. But anyway, so he makes music for her. She gets on her feelings. She's obviously hurt about her best friend dying and her stepdad dying, and she's not dealing with that very well. So that's a subplot. So she lets him know, and this is important because remember, hero's journey. Remember, guys, Tony Stark went to Peter Parker's house when he knew he was Spider-Man. Peter Parker's house, he lives with his auntie, who's living paycheck to paycheck. Peter Parker's dumpster diving. And he asked Peter, he says, what gets you out of bed every day? Why do you do this? And what did Peter Parker say, Steph? Okay.
I don't remember. Yeah.
He said, I just want to help out the little guy.
Mm.
And this resonated with Tony because Tony knew where he came from, where everything he was doing for selfish reasons. And he wanted to make sure that that Peter was a better version of him. That's what he saw in Peter. This show pretty much asked Riri the same thing because somebody asked her, why do you do this? What's her response? She wants to be fucking respected.
Yep. She wants to be respected. She wants the notoriety that being the best and being not only creating the Iron Man suit or recreating the Iron Man suit, but doing it better than the predecessors who have previously, than Tony Stark, doing it better would give her the respect and notoriety that comes with that. And money as well, probably, right? And money as well. But the respect and the notoriety would come with doing it.
Let's show y'all how the show started out. Just in case you doubt what we're saying. Let me show y'all how the show started out.
Where are we go. Here we go. Okay. Just to let you know, your girl finna be bigger than Jobs. Right. Bigger than Gates. Right. Bigger than Pim. Right. Bigger than Stark. Yeah. Combined.
Yay, our hero. She's so down to earth, ain't she?
Yeah.
She's so down to earth.
And then she did it with that fucking annoying black woman sass that just irritated my fucking
Come
soul.
by. Come by.
It's
That with that
it's
fucking
the
neck
attitude.
roll, that like
It's the attitude that comes from somebody who has been told their whole life you are special, you are great, you're not gonna have to work for anything, everything is going to come your way because you are such a genius, you're special, and then she's just been handed things, right? They told us later on in the episode she like graduated at 11 or something, went straight to MIT, got a scholarship or a bunch, and then a bunch of grants every year, because they've been giving her that, letting her stay at the university, not focusing on any type of major, any type of future, not doing anything to, that they've tried. They see her potential, but not really doing anything about that because she's so focused on notoriety and on the respect and money that she would get from doing this Iron Man suit.
Which I still don't understand how your whole goal is getting money, but you can't get no fucking money. If you're able to create all this genius stuff, this is a great screenshot, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
that's why I left it up there.
Oh man, I need that. Hold on, let me make sure that I get that. That's gonna be for my next one. But yeah, dude, if you're a genius, you should not be struggling for money at all. You should have been sold off some inventions to some other companies. You should have been sold off some things to other countries, and you should be working with like the CIA. Fuck, you should be working with SWORD. Isn't that an organization? Did y'all forget about that? Did you forget about that, MCU? That you have an organization that deals with space stuff because we're in the multiversal saga? Why ain't she working with SWORD? What's up with that? What are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so she gets home and now she gets on her grind to find how she's going to get some money. Okay. She goes to a shop where a guy she knows. What is she, dumpster diving or whatever the case, trying to get some old
it's
parts?
like a chop shop. I don't know. Is it a chop shop or chop? Fuck. Chop shop. Jesus. Right. I think that's what it is. But yeah, she's going there to get parts that she needs for her Iron Man suit because she crash landed back in her neighborhood and it fucked up the suit.
Which,
so
by the way that she fucking landed, she should be dead.
Okay? I know. Everything was falling off of her.
But that's neither here nor there. Okay. So while she's there,
she's shopping for all this stuff. Okay. No intention of paying.
No intention of paying.
No intention of paying for anything.
So she's pretty much essentially, I'm assuming that she was going to bed because no way she was about to steal from that dude, right?
Yeah. So she was either going to like ask him for a deal because she does look through her wallet. Mm-hmm. So she was either going to ask him for a deal or I was assuming that the sister's friend or that the sister's brother was paying for, or her best friend's brother was paying for everything. Mm-hmm. That's what because he was there with her. So I was assuming that he was just going to pay for everything, but he didn't.
Right. So instead of her having to beg or offer up some services in exchange for some parts.
She trying to offer up some other services. So if you know what I'm saying,
this guy named John comes in and he pretty much pays for the parts. Now, how the fuck he knew or what was even rung up?
Hey, he got money like that. You know what I'm saying? He just said,
I know that's
what was rung up.
What was rung up? What was there?
You didn't even think about that, right? Like,
yeah.
What was rung up?
The cart was still in the back.
Yeah.
So he didn't bring. Yeah, you're right.
Nothing was wrong.
How does he know how much it was? She didn't even bring anything to this guy. The guy was like, I knew you were going to spend all your money with me.
That.
What? But to buy what? She didn't bring anything up.
I didn't even think about that. God damn it.
Bring like a ticket or anything that had however, but nothing.
She was in the process of saying, listen, I ain't got it right now. So if you want some neck, we can work something out. But
look, Mike said she was about to give up them iron cheeks.
So she pretty much tells John, I appreciate shit, But I had that under control. Yeah, we know. And you with that Hawk tour, you had that
Mhm.
you had that under. But anyway, so John's like, yeah, shouldn't you be working at Stark Industries or something like that? And I don't know what, like, I don't know if he was trying to, I don't know what's happening here. She just came out of nowhere and was like, listen, he contributed immensely to the field, so I'm not going to start off by roasting Tony Stark. And I just can't believe this shit.
As soon as she said that, I'm just like, yo, why do we continue? What is it with the trend in modern writing to put down legacy stuff in order to try to up something else? Like, you don't need to do that.
They didn't just put him down. They completely stripped him of everything outside of the fact that he's a billionaire. That's it. Like, he's a billionaire and he invented a suit. That's pretty much it. Everything else, dying to save the universe, all that stuff, being a hero, all of his heroics are gone. It's just he's a billionaire. And
but not only that,
and that's the only way that he's presented to the audience in Ironheart. Like, that's it. They even that John guy was like, "Oh, that Tony guy. You're as smart as that. At least as smart as that Tony guy."
Sure
like,
did say that.
Well, are you freaking kidding me? Like, he literally died. Everybody would know Tony Stark and what he sacrificed in order to, like, save half the universe, or the universe, essentially.
Not only that, later on, I don't know if it was episode 2 or 3, when she's talking about her stepdad, or she's talking about, like, you know, remember, this is Ironheart. She's supposed to be looking up to Tony Stark. And they also brought Robert Downey Jr. to co-sign. But in the literal show, she's asked, were you a fan of Iron Man and that's why you're doing this? No, it was actually my stepdad.
Oh, wait a minute. God damn it. Hold on. Because I completely forgot about that. Which makes this show so much more worse. So you're telling me, okay, wait a minute. Pause 1 fucking second. So you're telling me that our hero, right? You don't put her on the arc of wanting to be a hero because her best friend and her stepdad got shot by gang violence and she wouldn't want to do crimes. Instead, you have her make an Iron Man suit because she wants notoriety and also partake in crimes, even though the 2 people closest to her in her life died by crimes.
Yep.
She literally, and she said it with the most sass too. Like, nah, I wasn't a fan of Tony. That was just my stepdad. But you have the audacity to bring Robert Downey Jr. I'm sorry, did Robert Downey Jr. see this?
Dude, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he, of course, he didn't see it. But what's funny is that if he had seen it, I don't think he would have said 17 years has led to this, to Ironheart. He said that 17 years.
Yeah, I don't think
everything has led to this, to Ironheart. If he had seen this show, I don't think he would have said that because he sounds pretty fucking ridiculous right now.
He was there for the check. There was only one compliment that I can give this show. And this is it. Not the CGI, because the CGI is dog shit. If you zoom in on it, it's just like she just appears, right? It's the mechanical part of the suit.
I don't mind her.
I hate her acting. She does all she does when she comes across to me. Like, I will give Marvel credit. This is the only credit I will give you. You made a 1-to-1 comic accurate character, because in the comics she is exactly like this, stuck up, narcissistic. Doesn't care about anybody else. And on top of that, all she cares about is notoriety.
But let me ask you this.
1-to-1.
Do you hate her acting or do you just hate the character that she's portraying? Because
I don't like her acting either. She talks through her teeth if you watch that. She also does that thing that Rachel Zegler does with that.
Yeah, she does. You know what she does a lot of? She does a lot of nose flare. That's what
nose
she does.
flare,
but see, what I was gonna say is, in the context of being a black woman, she emotes very well, in my opinion.
She does. Well, maybe that's why.
Like, my favorite scene, as far as her acting goes, I don't like the scene. Like, as far as her acting goes, is when she has that panic attack in the fucking in the garage.
Maybe it's my disdain for all.
I think it's your disdain, because if I'm separating this.
No, it's not my disdain for her. It's my disdain for panic attack scenes. I'm so tired of it. You know, like, don't get me wrong. I said it in my videos. The only parts of the show where I'm like something of intrigue is happening is when they're talking about the trauma that she's dealing with, losing her best friend and her stepdad. But it all gets invalidated because of the choices that she makes and the things that she does. So I can't get invested in her trying to, deal with some form of trauma when you're spitting in the face of that man by committing crimes.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't.
As a matter of fact, here's the fucking funny part. If this was 10 years ago MCU, y'all do realize the Avengers would be on her ass, right? Maybe not the entire team, but Iron Man would be on her fucking ass. And she would have no time to explain why she's doing this. No, somebody would pick up the phone and say, Tony Stark, can you explain to me why there's a young black girl flying one of your suits around Chicago, aiding and abetting heist from rich people? I want you to understand she's responsible for 2 dead people right now. She's also extorting the son of one of your greatest villains.
Oh my god, dude. that
guy is so
she's extorting the son of one of your greatest villains in an Iron Man suit. You don't, Tony, I think you should get down here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm sorry, dude. Like, that is the most convoluted, contrived shit that I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry. I remember I showed the TED Talk before we started. I read a comment. Nigga gonna say, "Oh, Peter Parker just happens to go on a field trip and happens to get bit by a radioactive spider and happens to turn into Spider-Man." Terrible writing. You dumb motherfucker. There is a difference between an origin story and writing a story that is so contrived that you have to bend over backwards and suck your dick at the same time in order to make it make sense.
But wait a minute. He was in a fucking lab full of spiders that was experimenting.
Yeah, he was in a whole lab.
The fuck we talking? That's what I mean. These are the kind of people that watch these shows and defend these shows. Like, you're not using critical fucking thinking. You're just trying to get a gotcha instead of looking at the point that's being presented. This is convoluted. You have a character who is the son of a character from 17 years ago and is also connected to a character that looks up to the other character that you're connected to. And he just so happens to live down the fucking street? No, that's contrived.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking stupid. But we just got a milk cannon. Okay, we can enjoy a little bit of this. We can enjoy a little bit of this. Shout out to the Grateful Gamer for that 20. You know what? Yeah, get his super chat out the way. We didn't even get to see that. Let's see that one more time. Yo, shout out to the Grateful Gamer. See it, dude. I can see it. Thank you. And he says, oh, my bad. He says, also, the reason she wasn't recruited by Nick Fury, or she wasn't thinking of Tony or even her father when creating the AI, is because the writers don't want to show any positive father figures.
I don't know about that. I don't know if that was the reason. I just think they wanted.
No, wait. Why didn't she think about her stepfather? When she came back.
Stepfather.
Well, okay. To give the show credit, she did acknowledge that her father passed away. Yeah. She said she did acknowledge that. So he's not a deadbeat. I'll give them props for that. They didn't go all stereotypical. There are a lot of stereotypes, but they didn't do the deadbeat father. He probably just died by gun violence because he was a gangbanger. But anyway, at least, but why didn't she think
at least he married her mom.
Yeah, at least he married him. Yeah. So, but this is a good point. Can we talk about the AI for a second and how she doesn't understand?
We getting there. We got to get through the first episode. We doing a recap. We didn't even got through the first.
Are we doing the whole thing?
That's what we was talking about. So
shit, fuck it, let's go.
So
Steph, are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, we good. Let's
go. She goes to the little pizza spot to meet where John told her to go to meet Parker. All right. Of course, you get the elevator scene where they tell her, if you're such a genius, you should break out of that shit. Okay. She does. It's no need to fucking harbor on this. We talked about this before. She doesn't do anything genius to get up out of there. But somebody did mention the fact that she actually bit on a fucking live wire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you can. Okay, I'm not going to say that you can't buy a live wire, not speaking from experience or anything like that. You can, but it is extremely difficult and dangerous. But, you know,
So-
she's a genius.
She's a
She
genius.
somehow 110-pound at the most. Riri Williams picks up this fucking large metal door. Fine.
No, you're skipping
Wait,
past the part. How did she
she
take the
part of the
railing off
elevator.
of the...
Yeah, she ripped it
Oh
off.
yeah.
Snap that off. Like, I was thinking she was going to do some kind of leverage to, like, you know, pop it out or anything like that. No, this bitch literally grabbed it and pulled it off.
Yep.
She just pulled it off the wall.
Like it was
She's
nothing.
like 5 foot nothing.
Women power.
Girl power. Hey, no.
Girl power.
Not girl power.
Black
Not
girl magic.
Power. Where is
Oh
it?
yeah, hold on. Where is it? Where is it? You already know.
Black girl magic. That's
I'm
what.
gonna
Matter
stand
of
the
fact,
fuck
every
out of that.
time she does some absurd shit that makes no sense, we're gonna play that clip. Okay. How does she do it? How did she lift up that fucking large metal door? Black girl magic. Okay. All right. So after that, that's when she's approached by Parker, who tells her, "Oh, aren't you tired of being such a genius and watching people less qualified than you get jobs that are, that are made for you or some shit like that?" First of all, this bitch is 19. And she's obviously displayed a disposition of a child who cannot make good choices.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put this up right now, but there was this part in the episode where I had to stop. I was like, you know,
Hey, okay. Oh, we on the
maybe
same
maybe I'm
page.
treating
We
the
on the
AI a
same
little
page.
too harshly. You know,
Hey.
because now I'm not gonna lie, the actress that plays the AI, she looked good. She looked good, and she and acting wise, she's the better actor than the person that plays Riri. Not because, listen, her dialogue is cringe.
She's insufferable.
She is, but she is the better actor between the two, if you ask me. And it's not because I'm a simp.
I think it's because you're a simp.
It's because I'm a simp, but that doesn't have nothing to do with nothing, okay? I just think she's a better actor. You know what I'm
Who
saying?
you think it would be, bitch? What the fuck?
Bitch? Yeah. What did you think it was gonna be, bitch?
Oh no, remember in episode 2? You know, she started
yeah.
clapping when they did the ghetto clap.
No, hold on. That is some black woman
I know,
shit.
I hated it.
She said, "You don't know this man. Don't clap at me." That's some black girl shit.
That's some black girl shit, dude. No, I hate the like when they try to use the black lingo, it comes across so forcefully where she'd be like, "Oh, that part," or "How, Sway? Go home, Roger." Shut up! Stop trying to act like y'all are black. All right, I get it. Y'all are niggas. And then, bro, Atreus, did you see my episode 1 video?
I started watching it today and fell asleep. Not because it was bad. I just
that is insulting. Second of all, y'all need to watch.
It was early this morning, like 3:00 in the morning type shit.
Y'all need to watch. No, it was episode 2. Y'all need to watch the part where they go to the nightclub and they're playing like the hip hop music. I put a clip in there. It's you know what? I'm gonna get it. I'm sorry.
So while he's doing that, so
you know, did you notice what he was telling her in that scene is what she told the lady at the beginning. The lady, like, even small, you know, people making you small.
Yeah, they tried to do that. Was terrible. It was cringy. Oh, they want you to be
so
small.
Clever. The writers think they're so clever.
They're trying to put you in this small box. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, so she tells
I've never
him
seen somebody so privileged be held down by the system.
So what they should have done is they should have had her say no, and then go home, and have some other events happen to just remind her of how broke she is, and then she comes back and agrees. This bitch said no, and 2 minutes later was like, okay, I'm in.
Because he opened up a box of money. And this girl is so greedy.
How many y'all ever seen Dormtainment? You ever seen Dormtainment?
Yeah, Dormtainment, yeah.
Remember the box of money segment? Here's a box of money.
Yeah.
No, this nigga don't remember. This nigga.
I do. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
A box of money. He said, "Hey, you ever seen Dormtainment? Here's a box of money." Man, I couldn't believe it.
I found it. I'm sorry. I was very proud of this. I'm sorry. This is in all of my 1 year of YouTube, this is my most proud editing that I've ever done. Let me turn it up. Hold on. use the black isms, the hippity hop, because we have blacks in the show. So we always need to make sure that you have hip hop representing them, because that's the only thing that they know.
To a kid with a love, a security purse, a security hurt, the cemetery work.
Nigga shit, nigga shit, nigga shit. nigga shit.
I'm sorry, dude. Bro, when I was editing that, I started crying laughing. You ain't ever seen Sorry to Bother You?
Nah.
So there's a part where, because the whole movie, is like about black stereotypes or whatever. So he went to the club and he needed to distract the white people. So he gets on stage and then he just starts going, nigga shit, nigga shit. I'm sorry. That was when I edited that. You said what?
I can see that shit working in real life too.
I can too. You ain't never been to a Playboy Cardi concert. Exactly how to be looking.
But anyway, okay. So all right. So she accepts the job, and they tell her that they're going to need her suit. So she has to fix her suit before she can, complete the job. So she's desperately trying to fix her suit at home in her mama's kitchen, whatever.
How does that work? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but I just thought about the fact that they established in the second episode that her suit is powered by solar power, but it was charging at home overnight. How does that work?
Not only that, but she also said that she was going to need like a volcano-sized vibranium in order to, and millions of dollars for her AI. And she just did it on her laptop.
But somehow, some way, on her little shitty laptop, she made the most sentient AI that anybody's ever seen,
and which is what we're about to get to.
That Tony Stark wanted to do.
So what she did, remember, it took an Infinity Stone for Tony to make Ultron. An Infinity Stone. Outside of that, nobody in the MCU has made actual AI. They made some AI assistants, but like capable of thinking for themselves. Like even Vision had the Mind Stone in his head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Shuri's little AI is not like a think for himself. He's a do whatever he do whatever you ask me to do type nigga. No different than Siri. This bitch puts 2 band-aids linked to a wire and her computer on her head, and overnight creates an AI based on her best friend.
Yep.
Now, the best friend
with all the best friends' memories, not her memories, the best friends' memories.
Thank you. This makes no logical sense.
None.
You know what they're going to do, right? Like, it's very obvious what they're about to do. They're going to link her making the AI somehow, some fucking way, to Parker and his demonic hood. I guarantee you that is exactly what they're going to do. Because remember, this AI is pretending like it is sentient, like it knows who it is, like it's her dead best friend. They're going to do some kind of black girl magic bullshit to say that her soul came back when she was making the AI and link it. I know that's going to happen. It's going to be stupid because it sounds stupid, and that's why they're going to do it that way. I know that's what's going to happen. Because I can't think of any.
That sounds too stupid to be true. There's no fucking way.
It does. But also making the son of Obadiah Stane live right down the street from Iron Lace Front is also stupid.
He said Iron Lace Front.
By the way, she paid for the stuff to fix her suit with iron stamps. Anyway,
What's up, Reddit?
Okay. So yeah. So she creates this AI is sentient, like he said, and it somehow has every trait that her best friend had. This makes no sense because the best friend AI would only be created based on the memories that Riri has of her, unless this girl knows every single millisecond of this girl's existence and how she felt in every single millisecond of her life. There's no possible way that would ever even work. Like how can you, like, whatever memory she has of y'all two is coming from your perspective, not hers.
Yeah. And she remembers
Yeah.
it from her perspective.
She
Not
can't
Riri's.
remember it from her perspective because you don't know where her perspective was.
I mean, that's the only way it can make sense. Where it's like, oh, you just made an AI based on your best friend, but then it doesn't work when the AI is pretending like it has other memories as well. And you're like, how do you know that? How can you do this? And I still don't understand how she doesn't understand the breakthrough that she just fucking did.
No, they never
And you're
explain it.
still
They never
broke.
explain it. They never explain it. She's just like, I don't know. Let's just move on.
Yeah, and the AI is like, hey, you know, do you remember this? Oh, hey, we're best friends. And
First
she's
of
just
all,
like, nah,
you
whatever.
just
She
created a
even asked the
national.
AI. She even asked the AI, like, how do you know that? It doesn't
Look,
matter.
They're trying to
Not
save
only
it as
that,
a mystery.
First of all, she
matter.
just created a national security threat. Holy shit! The first time we created a fucking murder bot, but that's cool. America, we got a problem. A black girl was just recreated in an AI, and her master told her to stay at home, and the bitch escaped on her own. I don't think they're gonna start asking for reparations anymore. They finna just start taking the shit because the bitch can do whatever she want to do. Clearly,
Magic.
you're right. You know what?
And
You're
you know
right.
what's
That's how
funny,
she
too?
did it. That's how she did
Black
it.
girl magic.
Yep. When
So-
the mom was so unfazed by everything, as well.
Dog.
I
She just
guess
went,
we gotta
oh,
move on to episode 2 now.
she just went,
Like, oh,
we
Riri just
remade
created you.
Oh, okay,
Riri.
all right. Oh,
Girl, you're perfect, bitch. There is a fucking AI in your house that just came through a projector. She has free will. If she wanted to, she could go into your bank account.
and she looks like the dead child that you've known since she was born.
Oh, and by the way, she has the type of temperament to extort you. She did it in episode 3. She told Riri, okay, bitch, if you don't want to take me with you, you ain't getting your suit back.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure there was times when you and your best friend didn't see eye to eye. What do you think she's gonna fucking do if y'all really get into a fight?
Wait. Have we gone this whole time and not introduced the audience to the anal bead squad?
No. We was gonna get there. We was gonna get there.
Oh, okay. I can't.
But we
wait.
probably should have got there in episode 1 because they were in there.
Yeah, we should probably.
Let's
hold on,
go ahead.
Let me bring up a picture. Let me bring up a picture of the squad. I need y'all to see this beautiful squad of beautiful individuals as our main character.
Somebody
says.
pointed out, I think it might have been Nerdrotic that pointed out. I'm not sure. But somebody pointed out the obvious effort that Parker is going to explain how beautiful these people
Yeah,
are.
it was. Look, this might be the
might be the
prettiest group
prettiest
of criminals I've ever seen. Look at these nasty looking people.
How many of them are men?
One actually.
One.
The one alpha male who acts like a male.
Yep.
No, two.
It's Johnny.
Two. Because
No, that's not. Look at the way he's dressed, though.
You don't
Come on.
count. This thing does not count.
But he's
Yeah.
still a man.
It technically, sure. Okay, so 1.5. 1.5.
Don't
The
give them
one-
the validation of identifying as something else.
He is a feminized man, but the majority of this group are women. And the alpha male, the guy who looks and acts like a man, dies.
Yeah, and they make him the villain, obviously, because he's too alpha. Yo, that part where he slams that bitch head on the ground, I was like, yes.
Do we
Yes,
even remember
yeah,
what happened?
That you're not supposed to have that reaction, right? You're not supposed to be cheering for him.
No,
And
I
that's
am.
crazy because we are.
I want him to kill all these people.
Yeah.
They're all evil.
So what happened in episode 2? Is this where she meets Joe?
Yeah, this.
So
Yes.
Joe is, you guessed it, a pussified white man who can't stand up for himself. We get introduced to Joe. What we find out is he's some nigga on the black market that's linked to Rampage. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. We
Eric
meet Joe.
Andre.
Yeah. We meet Joe. He's taking groceries to his house, and the white lady across the street's dog is shitting on his lawn.
Wait, you're right. Hold on. The game is on. You're 100% right. I'm sorry.
They call who they?
Him in episode 2. So they do an
Oh,
introduction.
the
That
gay
guy.
dude. The gay dude.
That
Yeah,
guy.
they do
Okay.
an introduction of all our cast of characters, right?
Yeah.
So they call him they, there, and them the whole time that they were describing him. They say we found them in Machapur, stealing money. So we offered them money for their services. Talking about him, right? A singular person. So he's not a male. He goes by they, them pronouns, apparently, right? And then we have the non-binary fighting twins, as I like to call them right here. They have no other character besides the fact that they like to fight. I don't even know their names.
They're hardcore
Sorry.
lesbians.
Yeah, they're supposed to be brother, sister, even though, this is a woman, and obviously this is a woman pretending to be a man. They're twins, apparently. How? But yeah, and they have no character other than the fact that they like to fight, and I don't know what their names are.
They're the muscle. They're the muscle.
Yeah, they're the muscle, by the way. These are the ones
they're
that
the muscle of the group.
These two, this woman and confused woman, are the only ones that beat people up. We have pyrotechnic bug-eyed woman right here. Her name is Clown. I remember that because I said there's no fucking way you just called a character Clown in this show, but they did. And her whole thing is she likes to blow shit up. That's it.
And
that's
so
all her
you would think that maybe these, because apparently they want you to like these characters. You would think that these are a bunch of, unprivileged people that's been through something and they're doing this out of necessity. Oh no,
they're just criminals.
They're just criminals.
They just want to do bad things.
When they get paid and they're asked, what will they be doing with their money? Every last one of them gave some abhorrent, retarded bullshit.
You want to know what's crazy?
I completely forgot about that.
All of them said something like they just want to do a fight club. She wants to open a school
as a money laundering front.
As a money laundering
front.
It was when she said it initially, though. It was like a give back to my neighborhood, but it's going to be a money laundering front.
So you want to do the very same thing because y'all love talking about the white man. You want to do because remember, every single person that they're stealing from is supposed to be a rich asshole, right? Like the girl the lady with the underground tunnels for better traffic. Sounds like a great idea for me. There's a scene where they're like, Riri's asking why are we robbing her? And she's defending like, are we really stealing from her? And they're like, yeah, she's building tunnels and it's fucking up people's homes or some shit like that. And she's like, oh yeah, well she's an asshole. Like what? Yeah,
and Riri goes, oh yeah, screw her. Bitch, how am I supposed? I don't understand how they think we're supposed to get behind this character. I really don't.
He's a villain.
Every single person that they're stealing from is supposed to be some rich asshole who's like doing bad to the community. But you just said you want to open up a fucking school for the impoverished just so you can launder money behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're the rich asshole. That's all.
It's that hypocritical mindset of a liberal. That's what it is.
What did I just tell y'all? 90% of the women in Hollywood don't belong nowhere near a writer's room because they don't understand how they are their own self-fulfilling prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, the very thing that you complain about on a daily basis, you prove to the world every day that that's what you do. When did this fucking empathizing with the villain start happening the most? When women started writing the shit. Go back to the Acolyte. At what point were we supposed to empathize with every Sith Lord? These niggas started putting you didn't have to watch this shit to know the fucking Sith Lord. They got the nigga bathing and shit because they want to show how attractive the nigga is. Well, guess what they did in this show?
They did the thing. They did the same thing.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about it. They sure did. They sure did.
They
did the exact same
thing with his fucking shirt off because they want to show you how attractive he is. Never mind the fact that he assaulted a security guard by bending a fucking bullet around her shoulder and shot him in the chest when all he was doing was his job. He killed a nigga because his security went off.
Damn. You right. Damn, you did. I didn't even think about that.
He killed a nigga not because he was going to kill his friends, because the security went off. Because you told your team, everybody on your team, Do not bring any metal in here. It detects foreign objects. And one of the morons in your group, the alleged genius, decided to do it any fucking way. And the security went off. And the fucking owner said, I didn't do anything. One of the geniuses in your group just set off the security. And now they're all gone. And then he even gave you an out. You might as well not even try to save them. They're dead from the carbon monoxide. Here's some money. Get out of my sight. How did he respond? I'm going to just kill the nigga.
Riri let it happen too.
And Riri let it happen.
Riri let it happen.
I know we're jumping all over the place, but this show is retarded. You know how evil
it's
she
so
really...
funny because she needs the cape, right? A piece of the cape to prove that there's something wrong with this guy. There's something off about this guy, and she needs to know what it is. And then she sees him kill someone. That's
And
not a
does
big
nothing.
clue right there for you.
And
You
does
still need
nothing.
the
You know what's worse? It's her reaction, right? So when Parker kills the CEO, she's not upset that he killed the CEO. She's upset because she thought she didn't get a piece of his hood.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why she was mad.
Mm-hmm.
What
And
are
this
you doing?
is how you know this shit is written by a woman because you know men can write all type of villains. Men can write all type of villains. Women can too, but I'm talking about this 90%. I'm talking about 90% in Hollywood because you know they're not all women crowd to come in. Every single villain that they write is some attractive dude, whether it's a Chad, Tyrone, Dick Big as shit, all type of shit. It's never like we don't ever get the fat lonely villain from these niggas. We don't ever get the skinny kid who was picked on and turned into nope. It's always some fucking rip to shred nigga that the women fantasize about. They can't wait to write a Michael B. Jordan in the villain role. They can't wait to do it. And it's like y'all want to make us empathize because what episode you think we're gonna get to where we have to empathize with Parker? Where we're supposed to empathize with Parker?
Most likely the next one because Johnny just died.
There you go. So
hold on. Before you go on with that, I put it together.
What?
I've already put together what they're doing. So he's with the demonic entity, right? Like the demon dude who's obviously
literally in
Mephisto.
league with a demon. With
Satan.
he's
working for the devil, literally.
Yeah,
right.
He's working for Satan, but all these girls are gonna be like, oh, but he took his shirt off and he's so.
To be fair, it's the MCU. There's different versions of the devil. Okay.
Right,
Sure.
but still,
I guarantee you that Parker, because the plan is utterly dumb to get all of these like CEOs to sign this piece of paper to put them on the fucking payroll is stupid, right? It's a dumb plan.
oh my god,
My hypothesis is that he's not doing that so that they could be paid. He's having these CEOs sign their souls away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Mephisto.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's
And then
yeah.
this is what I mean by how I hate the show because it's very obvious how you're gonna go. Like, I guarantee you, Riri Williams, for one, she won't save a single person. For two, even though she's done everything wrong in the show, they're gonna say that she's right. For three, Parker is gonna be a misunderstood villain somehow. And
well, it's predictable. He was doing this because he's already setting it up. I'm doing this to protect my people or whatever. He already said that. So it's supposed to be noble. I'm doing this, to protect the people I love, right?
Yeah.
But you're obviously murdering. I think what you're saying is true, but it's for Mephisto's plan to control people on Earth.
Yeah, I think so too. So too. Oh, we just got a raid on Rumble from Toasty. Yo, shout out Toasty. What's up, Toasty? I'm free on X now. I can like pictures. Shout out.
All right. So at this point, because we going on so long, recapping, we ain't even halfway through episode 2. I just tell you what happens. She meets Joe, finds out he got all of this shit in a bunker somewhere. And she extorts him pretty much. She pretty much tells him, if you don't help me, then I'm going to alert the FBI. Which, by the way, y'all want to be so goddamn accurate to black people. Since when do the black people call the police on niggas? I'm sorry. not just the police, the FBI.
And I'm sorry, how are you going to tell me this is our hero of the show, but she's using blackmail and extortion?
Yep. She's a villain. That's why.
She's a fucking villain.
She's a villain.
All right. So she gets her suit fixed, and they carry out the heist. Basically, they're robbing a lady who created tunnels to make better traffic. How this is a crime, how this makes her a terrible person, I don't fucking know. All right, I really don't. But whatever.
It's because they're rich.
Oh, really quickly. The guy. What is his name again?
Which
The
one?
white guy.
Oh, Joe, aka Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. That's right. Ezekiel just cries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. They were driving in a car and he just starts fucking crying.
Yeah,
And
that's
she's
what I
like,
was.
"Are you-"
That's where I was getting to earlier when I was saying he's introduced as that beta male white man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a beta male white man who lets people walk all over him. Totally fine. He, cries in the car just out of nowhere. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It just happens."
I want
Apologize.
y'all to know something. Though. I want y'all to
Love-
know why women of color are so obsessed with portraying white men a certain way on screen. I'm going to reveal to y'all the truth of the real, especially black women. Every time they write a white man, you know how they all have that disdain for niggas that do them dirty. Watch this.
What are we supposed to be? What? What is that?
Watch this. Just watch this.
People will believe this. Some people know this. The primary reason is that black females are either the primary participants or secondary participants, meaning that their mothers, their sisters, their aunts, their friends, somebody they know who's a black female is engaging in sex with white people. Our minds are more mushy because we engage in more sex with white people than black males do. And that seems to be the reverse of what is the case, because on the sidewalk, you see a whole lot more black males with white females than the reverse. But there's a whole lot. There has always been since slavery. There has always been, continues to be, in office buildings, in houses, everywhere you can possibly think of, lots and lots of sex between black females and white men. The key is that it's real hush-hush. It's real secret. And white people, they enforce and depend upon its secrecy so that we don't even know the devastating effect. Other black people don't even necessarily know where all those defensive statements are coming from black women, because people don't know she's been in the bed with a white man. They depend on the secrecy of that, and they don't want it exposed.
So why is this important? Because I want you guys to understand where the obsession that women of color, is not just black women of color in Hollywood have with trying to humble white men so hard, because white men don't want to be with them in public. Remember, we talked about this with Mindy Kaling. Mindy Kaling, the one who wrote the Velma show. This is the same woman who does all the talking points about straight white man bad, right? But all of her projects consist of her self-insert in a relationship with a white man.
So you're telling me that the pro-black black girls that are working on this show and want to be
are
so
getting their
authentic
cheeks destroyed by a white man somewhere. And this is the reason, if you ever look at, how we always talk about those DEI chiefs and stuff like that. Why do you think these black women that be in these corporate buildings that be working there, why do you think they only hire black women, white women, gay black men? They don't hire straight black men. They don't do that. Because then you would obviously see what's really going on up there. These white men be destroying these black women behind closed doors.
You think Riri wants to slob on a knob of Joe?
There is a little hint to that kind of.
You think Riri wants some of that?
I don't think she respects him at all.
She does. No, she doesn't respect him. No.
And I think that's the whole point. She thinks she could do whatever she can.
The same way. See, they want to be able to do the white man how they do a lot of black men. Because I told you, remember I told you about my neighbor, her baby daddy, she be slapping that nigga all around. One day I literally listened to this girl put him out. She put him out. And then on his way out, she told him, and you better check all of the fucking fucking fluids in my car. And what did he go out there and do as he was getting put out? He went out there and checked all them fluids. They fantasize about a lot of them, not all of them. A lot of them do what they do to us because They wish they could do it to a white man. And they see us as lesser. That's why they treat them. That's why they treat us the way that they treat us. I mean, if you a nigga that put up with that, I don't put up with that. So I mean, you can't talk to me no kind of way. But that's what I'm saying.
Nah, Johnny, you're wilding, bro. I'm sorry.
And like, as much as we like to talk about them being the lowest desired demographic on the dating scale, conversely, white men are the number one desired demographic on the dating scale as well. And that's not just every other race. That's black women too saying that when they tested that. So all I'm trying to put out there is, when you see this lashing out against white men, portraying them all kind of stupid ass ways, it comes from a disposition of resentment towards the white men who just won't date them publicly.
Why am I right here?
I'm sorry. Steph looked so confused. She was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
I'm taking it all in because I've never heard this before.
Yeah, don't say that on stream. They about to get you.
Hey yo. So
Steph's doing what on
that's my concentrating face. That's how my brain's working. I'm just like listening to it, thinking.
So
long story short, if y'all haven't gotten the gist, the show is ass.
There are like I'm just my brain is, the wheels are turning, because a lot of videos that I have seen are women who like have said outright that they don't like and would never date black men. Like,
are you talking about black women, or are you just talking about women in general?
No, black women. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, but they are open about it. I'm talking about the conglomerate of black women who pretend that they would never touch a white man, that they're all about pro-black this, pro-black that. A lot of these women work corporate jobs. They want you to believe they're working like CEO jobs. Man, these women are basket weavers, but they're working in corporate jobs, and they're up there with a lot of white guys that, I mean, the white guy that's the manager up there, and he want to beat cheeks, he's going to beat cheeks. That's why I'd be confused. That's why I'd be confused by white dudes when they be calling white women mud shark. Because like, why you sitting up here acting like you wasn't hitting black women in college? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You damn right I'm taking Becky. Damn right.
Not
in front of you too.
For them, the difference is they don't want to date black women.
True.
They don't want to date.
That is true.
And that's why, like, behind closed doors, the black women be.
I have a question, but I'm gonna put it in the private chat because I don't want to say it out loud.
Okay. Would you prefer for us not to repeat this question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless you want to, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, because I don't have a problem.
Tap, 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 tap. She's clicking. She's clacking. We're waiting for the question, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is. There it is. Hold on.
Yeah. Jeff, you can say it. Say it. You can say it. Say it. Say it, because that's the truth. That's the truth.
Because I saw like a couple of videos about this, and it was like I don't know.
Okay, I will tell you. So
a few months ago, so that's why I was wondering. I was like,
so what Steph is asking is it the same as woke in the streets but colonized in the sheets? And it is 100% that. Yes. 9.999 times out of 10, the pro-black people that you see are fucking white people. They are,
or have fucked somebody white.
Yeah. So yes, that is the truth. Yeah. Most of the time, all the pro-black dudes that you see, they are banging snow bunnies.
I need y'all to understand that we live in a sex culture.
Yeah.
And the women these days have no shame. And that's not just black women. That's like across the board in America. They have no shame. So if she's thought about like what it would be like to fuck any race of dude, she can go and do it. So
go ahead, Steph. You can say it. Just let it roll off your tongue real slick. Like You just gotta say a whole sentence and then you have to say it in between the sentence. Like, man, I can't stand these niggas and how the way they be acting. You see how you didn't even hear it? You gotta do it like that.
But anyway, so I mean, we've been all over the place. We tried to recap as much as we did, but it was so many
now,
ideas.
How do these women feel about wizards? Yo, hey, real life fake wizard. I'm gonna be in North Carolina in August.
I'm gonna tell you this. As much as I want to say real life fake wizard, that it's a non-starter because one thing black women don't like is fantasy shit. They're not into that Lord of the Rings shit and none of that shit.
Bullshit.
I'm in Atlanta.
They might they might do that on the internet. They might do that on the internet.
Well,
but in real life,
what I was about to say is white guys can get away with shit we can't get away with.
That is true. Yeah.
So if I popped up in Atlanta in a fake wizard outfit trying to pull some black girls, shit's gonna go bad. But if you do it, well, you're gonna be
that is true.
Some cheeks. Anyway,
shout out to Smash JT for the 5 gifted members. God, this has been a long stream. Holy shit. Thank you for that, Smash, man. We appreciate you, my boy. But unfortunately, because of Smash AT, we don't just have 5 new members of the Black Street Mafia. We also have 5 brand new couples. Thank you, my boy. We appreciate that. Crash out JT. But long story short, Ironheart. Like, okay, so let's be objective. Let's take the black woman stereotype out of the equation. It is not a good show. It's not. Okay, like honestly, when people say it is the worst Marvel TV show, I think that is a stretch because Echo is still out there.
Sure, Secret Invasion is still out there.
Secret Invasion is still out there, but it's not a high bar to clear. All right, it is literally right there, neck and neck with Echo. If you ask me, so far we're only 3 episodes in, and I don't see it going up.
I'll get better, I guess.
Yeah, I don't see it going up from here. Like, to be objective, all right. Obviously, it is shot like a TV show. I'll give it that. It doesn't look like some green screen bullshit.
Nah, this shit.
It looks like it's not on location.
This shit looks like Zoe 101, but in black.
Yeah, it's bad.
It does. Holy shit, you just unlocked the memory I forgot I had. I mean,
especially when you see the AI. Do you remember the scene where her best friend Natalie, the AI, is on the computer trying to figure out how to get out, and how that looked?
It looks so
Zoe 101 in black.
It did look like that.
Yeah,
it did look like that. Yes, you're right. You're right.
Okay, this is not a TV show. This is a sitcom, guys.
Other than that, the only compliment I will give the show.
Find it. I said I like Dominique Thorne's acting.
The AI girl who plays the AI, she looked good.
No. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that again. This shit ain't over. I was about to. No, fuck.
She got a nice ass.
Steph, you really have to let us know when you have to go, because like, we holding you hostage here. But is anybody else really uncomfortable with this fucking AI girl? Nobody else finds this shit. This shit is ethically uncomfortable. I don't care that it's supposed to be a TV show or a movie or it's not real. This shit feels ethically uncomfortable. Let the girl die. Now, I get it. She didn't do it on purpose. She didn't do it on purpose. But nah, like, to write this, I don't know. Like, every time she's on screen, I'm uncomfortable. And at first, I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, bro, why am I like? And I figured out, like, bro.
It's very icky, and it's also like really sad when you have the mom having full conversations with this AI and asking, "Do you think Riri can do it with Gary, with her dead ex-husband, or with her dead?"
Not only that.
It's just sad.
What if I was Peter Parker and I brought back Gwen Stacy as an AI and put her in a fucking doll?
That would be weird.
That would be fucking weird.
I never thought about that because, she's just walking around with the AI in Chicago. especially at the garage.
Nobody reacts.
So nobody
Mhm.
that's like in the area and remembers the drive-by shooting wouldn't see the AI like, whoa, is she back
Yeah.
from the dead? Or well, I guess the only compliment that I got for the show is I'm simping for the AI. That's
Yeah,
it.
no, I can't. I can't simp for her because when I'm uncomfortable too, I just hate her character. Every time she's on screen, I'm annoyed.
I just think it's so weird that it's a full on, it's an actual person with feelings, because up until now, at least as far as I know, because I never watched Wakanda Forever, I didn't watch anything else, I guess. But this AI it's just like another person. It doesn't feel
like an AI.
like an AI. It doesn't.
And
It
it's weird
feels
that they don't
sentient. Like it gave it memories. It feels like it's an actual person. You know, like if
and what
something
makes it
like it's
weird
upset,
is
it gets mad. You're not
that
the
the
only
fact that
other
they don't acknowledge it is what makes it weird.
the only other sentient AI with feelings and things like that was Ultron, and that was a villain.
But
Ultron was a
and I
villain.
hated that. I
with,
hated
with
that.
motives and all of that we've seen was a villain, you know, because Jarvis, like him coming back, he wasn't a villain, right? He's part of the Avengers, whatever.
And people are going to say, what's his name? Vision, but Vision is not.
Yeah, Vision.
Not
That's what I meant. Not Jarvis.
He's not an AI.
Yeah, he's not an
No,
AI.
he's not AI.
He's a sentient being.
He's a sentient being. But yeah, like he's a
this one
sentient
in
being.
the
He ends
show?
up being a part of the Avengers, but this feels wrong, and I think it's because the only other, like, as far as I'm concerned, the only other sentient AI that we've gotten was a villain. It was Ultron, and Ultron wanted to destroy the world.
And
but this
Ultron
one-
made sense in his logic. I don't like the Avengers. I don't like their portrayal of Ultron, but in his logic, it made sense. Your imperative for me was peace on Earth. I look at life and I see nothing but conflict. Solution: get rid of life. Not just the humans, the animals too. Them niggas in the jungle fighting. Get rid of the motherfuckers too.
Yeah. Ultron felt like a machine. Well, because he was using Tony Stark's Iron Man suits. That's why. But this one can be fully projected as
the difference though with Ultron and this one is like Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, everyone acknowledges what just happened. Like they acknowledge the fact that Ultron is a sentient being and it is on its own path. Riri is not acknowledging the fact that she just either copied a copy of her memory of her best friend, or this is a sentient version of her dead best friend.
What do you think was the moment Kevin Feige watched and said, "Nah, I can't release this"?
The first episode, it had to be.
That's probably why they delayed it.
Be the first 5 minutes.
Is what
he probably saw that and said, "Wait, this character that's a genius is broke somehow."
No.
How does that work?
That's not what it was. It was
how is she a hero, but she's robbing people?
He couldn't convince himself to like this character, and I think the straw that broke the camel's back was as soon as that bitch said, "Who else would it be, bitch?" I was out. I was out, bro. I was like, nah, bro. This can't.
Who else would it be, bitch?
Oh, I hated that. Who else would it be, bitch?
I know. I hated that line at the end. Oh my goodness.
I don't care how nice the ass looks.
Y'all want representation so bad. Y'all need to come to terms with the fact that maybe the reason why your movies don't sell like this is because nobody can relate to this shit.
Yeah.
Nobody can relate to this shit. Like who talks like that?
I'm so glad that you brought that up. I got into an argument on TikTok because a black chick said, "Oh, this show is so authentically black. I love it. The way that they're playing the old school R&B music in episode 2, that was a vibe." I said, y'all would be entertained by anything. That's all I said. And they got pissed off. And my explanation was, just because there's black music or black people in a black setting does not automatically give it a pass and a shield from criticism. It doesn't.
I love when black people say we're not a monolith and then you act like a monolith. Like we keep asking the same question. Oh, why they keep putting hip hop music in every black? Because that's what these these niggas like. Every time it's proven. Just throw some hip hop. Yeah, we can make a fucking commercial about a box looking car with some rats with hoods on it. Oh, you don't think they're gonna find it offensive? Just throw some hip hop music in there. And guess what niggas did? They went out and bought the fucking car. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it.
We've done a long-winded explanation way over our time limit to say, don't watch Ironheart. Watch anybody else's videos. Yeah. Yes, watch Steph's videos. Watch my videos. Atreus, if he puts one out, watch that instead of watching Ironheart. Because truthfully, not to hate, just to hate, it is just objectively a bad show. It is. It is. It's not worth your time. I watched it for free. Still spent too much money on it. Not worth it. Sorry.
And apparently it's going to get worse because episode 4 is probably the worst episode.
So I was told. I was told that it gets worse, and I told my source.
Though.
Oh, I heard the last episode is cameos and all that. I don't give a fuck. From my source, I can't tell who my source is. They said you're gonna fucking want. They said you're gonna want to do some stuff to yourself in Minecraft after watching the show, like all the way through. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. So, any final thoughts before we close it out?
It's a bad show. I'm suffering through it for you guys.
I gotta watch it again before I do my little commentary on it. Fuck.
It's a terrible
show. I should have just done one review going over all 3 episodes and doing them individually. So, episode 1 review is out now. Episode 2 will be out in the next couple of days.
I thought the same thing, and then I saw somebody comment on my post. Somebody commented on my post and said, no, do 3 different videos for the grift. And I just had to do it. I'm having a terrible time watching the show, but I'm having a great time making the videos. So, yeah.
All right. And that'll conclude that.